this morning. Also gives me a little bit more height and it eases out my hips a bit more. It's still the same principle as sitting on your block or anything else. Don't try the bricks though, they're a bit high and a bit hard. The thing with the bolsters is they soften down for you. But a bolster is a big investment. If you don't really use one, it's a lot of money and you've got to find a big space to keep it is the other thing. Okay, so this week we're looking at opposites. So not quite as in-depth as the glaciers. But this morning we're thinking of left versus right, or do they actually? So we're going to work with our Ida and Pingala nadis first of all, in Anuloma Viloma. So it's just in through your right, out through your left, in through your left, out through your right. So it's that circle. So use your mudra. Find first of all your posture points. Your sit bones are your feet here in this position. So rebound off of them and lift out of your pelvis a little bit. So you find some space between your ribs and your pelvis. Find your waist. And then roll your heart open and softly close the spot between your shoulder blades. And tuck your chin, find a little bit of length in the neck so your crown lifts out. And then find your mudra, either with fingers on your forehead or folded in, which is ever's more comfortable. First, check that both nostrils feel available. If they don't, you can just breathe without the mudra and just kind of psychically think of doing this with your eyes closed. So when you're ready, start with the right nostril inhale. So close off the left, inhale through your right. Might be going a little bit fast to start, don't worry about that. Close off the right, exhale through your left. Inhale through the left. And then exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close it off, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it off, exhale through the right. So that's your cycle. Just keep following that pattern. If you lose it, don't worry. Just breathe in and out of the same nostril, or exhale, inhale in the same nostril, then move to the other one. So start to use your count of 4. Slow the breath down. You might notice that one nostril's not quite as open as the other nostril. And me, it's my left that's very much more open, but that's quite normal when you get up in the morning because you're quite relaxed, having just slept all night, hopefully. Your right nostril, remember, is the more active side. So as you're breathing here, you're using your Ida on your left side, your Ida nadi, which is one that's related to the moon. To not darkness, but to a more shadowy side of us, a quieter side, a relaxed side, a calm side, the female side. It can also relate to a little bit of lethargy. That is the negative side of the moon side of us. So as we breathe through the right nostril, our Pingala nadi, this is our activating nostril. The one that's linked to the sun, to the lighter side of things, to the male side of things, to energy, to dynamics, to heat. But it also, when it works negatively, can be irrational and aggressive, or bring on that feeling. So what we need to do is find that these two have to work together or work with us. So if we're feeling a little bit too relaxed, then we would breathe through our right nostril to prepare us from some active work. If you need to calm yourself down at any point, then you use your left nostril. So actually it seems like you use one for one reason, one for another. Sounds like they're opposites, but actually what we're doing effectively is balancing. We're balancing one side of us with the other. Not just in our breath practice here through our nostrils, but in our everyday life, in our characters. If we're just one side or the other, then we won't lead a very balanced life. So once you finish your round with an exhale through your right nostril, let go of the mudra. Keep your eyes closed, pop your hands down to your knees now, and turn your palms up the way, with or without a little mudra with your finger and thumb, but open your palms maybe not the mudra, just open your palms and feel the weight of the energy of that universe around us. Gravity, we think of it as, but it is an energy that you can feel on the palms of your hands now. Okay, so let's start moving. Starting with just our head. You can turn your hands palm down now if it's more comfortable. Make sure you roll your shoulders back and find that alignment again. And then just look to your right, gently turning the head towards the right. Letting the nose lead as usual, it likes to be the leader. Turn back to center gently and then turn your head to the left. Not too far, not too powerful. Find the balance between right and left. Here is your center point, obviously. But also the balance between what you need to do and what your brain is telling you you want to do. Just take a couple more to either side and then look up gently, rolling your head back, trying to lengthen through the back of the neck as you lift the chin rather than crunching it. And then just look down with the head. All we're doing is rolling the head here, not cat-cow. As you look down, feel that length in the neck as you now crunch in the front of your throat. Try not to crunch anything, please. Roll up and down a couple of times. Just trying to find that length in the spine. And down. So as you roll up the next time, feel that lightness. Feel the light on your face as you roll up. Feel the awareness of the light coming onto your face. And then as you roll down and tuck your chin and look down towards your belly or towards your thighs, everything faces inwards then. So we're looking out and up and down and inwards. And we're also getting a lovely big stretch through our trapezius muscles at the top of our back that run into your neck. Come to a standstill. So we'll take that one more time to the side. So the right ear to the right shoulder. Be very gentle. Remember the weight of your head. Try to keep that length running through your spinal column in your cervical area. Over to the left. Trying to work with the breath maybe if you still at that sort of speed, a nice slow speed. Notice what's happening here. As you feel that lovely openness on one side of your neck, the other side has to contract to give you the strength to be flexible. So of course we know that strength and flexibility, the Stira Sukha thing comes in against. But this is, with your eyes closed, you're able to really be aware of how one side of you has to work with the other. And you're getting a lovely stretch through the side of your necks. Come to a standstill. Let's take our side bends here now. So use your hands, come off anything you're sitting on if you want to. If you want to stay seated, uncross, recross the legs. So and then we're going to take our side bends. So inhale your left arm up. Use your right hand as your support and just gently contract your right side body to allow your left side to flow and open. Come back up to the neutral point, the balance point. Let the left arm down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale and contract and open. Take one more on each side in your own time, really focusing on one side or the other, and then on the other side bend, focus on the other side. So whether it's a contraction or the opening, watch one and then watch the other. Watch how the two flow together. Without one, you won't be able to do the other. So opposite sides of your body are doing different things to find that balance for you. So the next side bend, we're going to take a little twist and look up the way. So left arm comes up when you're ready. Exhale over to your right. On your next inhale, roll that top shoulder and look up to the top corner. Exhale forward again. Take one more roll. Inhale, roll, open and look up to the top corner. So the back of the body and the front of the body are getting involved here. Exhale forward, inhale back up to neutral. Exhale the left arm down. Same thing on the other side. So 2 rolls at the top. Make sure your tummy's engaged here. Everything's still aligned. Exhale over to your left. Inhale, roll that top shoulder and look up towards the top corner. Exhale forward. As you roll the next time, think of what's happening on the back of the body to allow that openness in the front. And then exhale forward, inhale back up to the top, exhale the right arm down. Take a couple of twists here. So inhale the right arm up, exhale, start to rotate round to the left and take your right hand down to your left thigh. Hold there and breathe. Just find your breath, find wherever you've got to, that's okay. Notice what's happening here. Which parts of your body are having to contract to open? There's a lot going on in a twist. A lot of different sensations as you breathe through into this twist. Maybe in your hips, maybe in your shoulders. Maybe in a different part, maybe around your waist. All the muscles trying to find balance to work with each other. Inhale when you're ready, the right arm back up. Exhale, start to rotate back to the front, find neutral, take the arm down. Find your inhale again, draw the left arm up. Exhale with that length in your spine. Now we're exhaling to the right and we're holding. So my other hand's behind me, just giving me a little bit of leverage here to find that length again in my spine. Even though we're in the twist, it's nice to have that space. Because actually what's happening on the contracted side is your spinal column. Your vertebrae are all folding down together to let that little space happen on the other side of your spine. So it can be quite a pressured feeling. So you really need to think of moving through the sit bones and lifting up a little bit higher into the twist. And breathing, of course. The breath helps you to lift, remember. The in-breath. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale in this position, take the left arm up, and then begin the twist back on the exhale once you find that space. Take the arm down. We're coming over onto our knees now. So we won't be here for long, so you don't probably need too much cushioning, but you can fold your mat, remember always to use it as cushion. So let's take a cat-cow roll here. You can either come up onto your knees as you do it, or you can just sit still in cat-cow with your hands on your thighs, however you feel this morning. So inhale tall, everybody. Find that rebound from the front of my feet. I can feel it now here. Exhale, we're going to tuck the chin and lift up the heart, rolling it through the back of the body by contracting the front of the body. And then inhale, I'm going to take my arms up above my head. You can stay put and do a cow back there if you're comfortable, more comfortable doing it. Otherwise, really open if you want to come up with me. Exhale, roll back into your cat back, sorry. Watch, it's not just your neck that you're putting that movement through. Really lift the heart, draw the tummy in as you roll forward. As you open up, draw the bottom forward. And then roll back down again into cat. lifting up through the back of the body. Come down then into child's pose, really coming into more of a cat back. Onto your elbows, fold the hands under your head if you can't quite reach the ground with your head, and let your forehead just rest wherever it's comfortable. Elbows still bent, forearms on the floor, bottom searching back towards the heels, and really lifting up a little bit higher through the heart, lifted up through the back of the body. So this is a forward fold. We have to forward fold to allow the back of the body to open. And then both points of the body are going to find balance again as you lift your head gently, roll out and open the front body, and then roll back up, using your hands to support you. Come back up to kneeling. If you haven't got your eyes closed, close them now and bring your hands into Anjali Mudra in front of you in this kneeling position. So bring the palms of your hands together. Find each finger with its opposite against it and the thumb. Find that posture again. Gently rebound through your feet, through your sit bones. Draw the tummy in. Draw the heart forward then towards your thumbs, and take the elbows back a little bit so that the shoulders move back towards each other. Tuck the chin, and then gently, only your chin, just tuck it a little bit and roll your nose down towards your fingertips. And stay here and breathe. So again, big opener on the back of the trapezium because we've contracted on the front of our throat here. What we're looking at here, we're looking down towards our Anjali Mudra. We've got our eyes closed. If you haven't, close your eyes now, because what we want to just sense is that right and left connection between the right hand and the left hand. Anjali Mudra is our gratitude seal, but it's also where we find the balance in the right and left sides of our brain working. So we're connecting our right and left sides of our brain by connecting our hands together. So see which hand you can feel more. And then take your attention to the other palm, and then see if you can blend them. See if you can blend the right and left palm, the feeling of them together to find that central point between them, the balance. Now gently, we're going to tuck the chin a little bit again and roll up from the bottom of your fold there forward. Lift the head up gently and slowly. Open your eyes, take your hands down. We're going to take a roll up now when you're ready, but if you need to sit for a second with your eyes open, then please do. Otherwise, tuck the toes under and walk your feet towards your hands. Come into a big forward fold here. You can hang out here for a second if you want to just feel that open sensation on the back of your body now here. But do remember to contract the front of your body to give it some support. So lift your tummy, tuck your chin. Then we're going to roll up. So bring the hands to the shins, tuck the bottom slightly. Inhale as you draw your hands up. If the inhale's not long enough, then do exhale. Do not hold your breath. Roll up gently, back up to the top, open your eyes, look along the floor, roll the shoulders back, open the front of the body, and then let everything settle back to center. So standing, we'll miss out the side bends because we've just done them. Again, looking towards the balance. So find your feet, find that 3 points on the soles of your feet, lift your toes, make sure they're not involved. Find that hip ankle connection. And think of that middle line between there that draws up then right through your center. This is what we're drawn towards here. This is our balance point. This is where left and right meet, just like the palms of our hands a second ago. So move the weight into your left foot. Draw that left hip then back towards the center point. So you really feel a connection, stable connection there. So you'll find that your shoulders have gone a bit wonky, but your leg feels stable. Draw your right foot up then and come into half Apanasana standing. So either take your right hand and hold your leg there under the thigh, or take it by the shin. We're going to use the left hand then, draw it across and hold the shin if you can. If you can't, then hold the back of the leg. If you can hold the shin, then do so. So you've crossed over here a little bit. What we're going to do is take the right hand up then. So inhale and take the right hand up. So big standing balance, this one, because we're using both sides of the body. So they have to both work towards the center point. So draw that top shoulder in towards the center of you. Draw your left hip again in towards the center of you. You'll have gone into a slight twist if you're like me and you've got to turn slightly to hold your shin. Don't worry about that. But draw everything on the right side from the hip upwards. Draw it in towards the center point. Everything from the waist downwards on the left side, draw it in towards the center point. Feel then that central point of gravity, center of gravity taking hold in the center of you. And then release the hand down. If anybody finds that too difficult, use a wall instead of the hands. Bit late, I'm always a bit late in these sort of things, but moving to the right foot and the right side now, same thing. Think of moving the hip towards the center. Take the left leg up. Wrap your right hand round it or take it under the thigh, whichever, just to hold it there. As I say, you can use a wall here if you want to for balance, or a chair. If you're using a wall, it's better because you can press then gently and connect through the right side body. So inhale, otherwise the left arm up, right, left side body even. Draw the left shoulder a little inwards towards the center point. So you'll feel your upper arm move towards your left ear. And then draw that right hip in again. And then think about that imaginary line that draws right down through past your nose, down through your tummy, and down to the almost the inside of your right foot standing there. Draw everything towards that line. Everything moves inwards towards that center line. And breathe. Find the balance. And then release the hand down, take the foot down. We're going to move back into our left leg. Still switch it on. We're going to take the right foot now. It might not be available for you yet. Watch, we haven't warmed up too much here. So either just fold that leg and hold it there and draw the knees back together. If you can hold it there, if you can catch your trousers or catch your foot if that's available, but beware, we haven't really warmed up your quads, so be careful. So we've got the foot behind us now. So now we're going to take that right arm up again or use the wall again to put it against. Same thing, draw the knees together and draw that top arm in towards your ear. Now where's the center point? Where's the balance here? Think about your front and back bodies now. So draw the tummy in and move that hip flexor slightly forward, but then take the knees slightly back so you feel your quad lengthen. If it's too powerful for your quad, unfold the legs slightly. And then think about your shoulders. So draw them back a little bit and lift out of your pelvis. So your front and back body here are actually finding the balance as well as your side bodies. Release that side, come on to the other side. So moving into the right foot. Balance is really important, not just mentally, but physically here we're working on physical balance. So remember, you're moving towards that middle line, but we're also moving towards the middle line. If you think of the front and back of the body, we're drawing everything towards a real center point of us. So balance physically, we all know as you get older, really important. A friend of ours, Lorna and I, her mother's a teacher. We're just balancing here and breathing. Thinking still of drawing in. If you start to feel wobbly, draw back into center. Yeah, one of our friends' mums, who's an older lady, but she fell and broke her leg the other day there. And it's balance that's unfortunately gone there. The more we work on it, the longer we have it. And then less accidents. Take the arm down, take the leg down, come back to standing. Open the legs wide now. We'll just do a little bit of a flow here, just with the balance, just to waken us up this morning. So open the legs to wide leg and have your toes facing forwards, remember, or slightly inwards. We're not forward folding, we're side bending in this position. So inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, take the arms down. Where's your center point here? As we do this, think of where everything's moving towards. There's something deep in the middle of you that is a little point. Imagine where that point is. Shut your eyes and see if you can think of where that point is inside you, that everything is always moving towards to find the balance. Okay, so now take the left arm up, take the right hand to your waist. Inhale at the top, exhale, over, side bend. So feel that balance through your feet. Inhale back up to the top, take one more. Exhale at the top, inhale tall again, draw the tummy in, that helps balance. Draw the armpit to hip to help the balance here. Find both feet as you press into them and come back up to the top and inhale, exhale the arm down. If you lose the breath or I don't cue it, just breathe. Inhale, right arm up. We're exhaling over once we've got that space now. So pressing through both feet to find the balance. Inhale back up to the top, using both feet to find the top. Exhale there, take one more over. Tuck that tummy, tuck the bottom. I'm doing this to myself. Exhale over. Much better connection armpit to hip and the side body. If the front and the back body are balanced as well. Come back up to the top, exhale the arm down. Turn the feet out. We're going to come down into goddess here. So we didn't expect this in a gentle start, did we? So come into goddess legs. If you need a wall again, if it's early days on a Monday morning, find a wall. We're not here for too long, but find your connection, first of all, between knees and heels. And then think of the front back line. So what we need to do here is open the thighs and tuck the bottom and roll it under. To find that line, if you were sitting between two panes of glass, you want to feel you've got a nice straight balanced line. Obviously your knees won't open completely, probably not anyway. So you can either stay here and pop your hands on your thighs, or you can take your hands up above your head for a little bit more balance. You all did that. I can see your arms all move there. Take your elbows a little bit closer to your ears now and breathe in. Lift out of your pelvis, tuck your tummy, exhale gently over to your right side. So you can do this with your hands on your thighs if it's very strong for you this morning. Inhale back to the top, exhale there. Inhale, lift out of your pelvis. Legs are strong and stable. Over to your left side, sorry. Really quite powerful. Feel the balance and all the movements are happening to help you here. Take one more to either side. Use your feet now to lift out of as you inhale and exhale, armpit to hip, soften over. The bottom half and the top half are working together. Exhale at the top, one more to the left, inhale tall, lift out of your pelvis, feel the strength and stability in your bottom half as it allows the flexibility to work in your top half. Come back up to the top, exhale your arms down, gently push through the feet, find that openness again. Whoa, that worked the quads early on. And then we're going to turn into warrior two stance. So rotate the back foot so it's at about 45 degrees. Make sure you're on a train track. We're going to take our Parasympathetic, so a side angle fold here. So first of all, find that center line here. So draw yourself back. If you're folding forward already, you want to draw back here. Draw up so that you've got a real plumb line through you. And then we're going to fold over the front hip hinge with this long side body. So gently fold forward and roll your front hand down so that you end up with your elbow, or forearm rather, on that front leg. Take the top shoulder, roll it back. Find that line between the two panes of glass again if you can. Either hand stays down or you can inhale, take the arm up. Again, think top shoulder. If you don't want to take the arm up, you can take it behind you and use that just to lever and open the top shoulder. But watch what happens with the tummy and the bottom. So try and find that line between the two panes of glass. We're going to come up now, so push through both feet Inhale, back up to the top, using your left side body to take you up. Turn the feet, come to the other side. So first of all, rotate your body forward to face the camera, or to face in between the legs. Find that plumb line again. Inhale, exhale, slowly allow the hand to go down the front leg and then roll forward onto your forearm. And then take the arm up or behind you as you inhale. So we're finding a nice long line through from the back foot to the front fingers. But notice what's happening in the underside of you in the front leg to allow this openness and flexibility. Roll the top shoulder back, remember, open up the front of the body by using the back of the shoulders to draw them back together. Tuck the tummy, tuck the bottom under. So we've got front, back and side bodies all working together here. Not opposing each other, but doing the thing that makes the other one able to do it. So we're coming up, press gently into the front foot, use the outside body to lift up, turn the feet together, step the feet together. And then we're going to take our tree just to finish here before we go down to finish. So move into the left leg again. Draw your right foot into a tree position. So open up the inner thigh, toe on the floor or toe at your calf, whichever's more comfortable. Move that left hip over. Find that long plumb line through your leg again. Take the hands to heart center. Either you can stay here and just think about drawing your shoulders back and your tummy in. Everybody do that. Or if you want to, you can take your hands past your nose, up through the plumb line feeling, right through the center of you, right up above, to above the center of your crown. And stand and breathe. Now what's drawing towards what? Think of the center line again. Move your right side towards it by squeezing your right glute, which will open your inner thigh. Move your elbows towards it. Move your left hip towards it. Draw your front body towards the back of your body by lifting up through your crown. And breathe. And then take the arms down, unravel, come to the other side. So move into the right foot when you're ready. Find the position you want for your left foot. Switch on your right glute. Really draw it back to that center point. Draw the right glute, squeeze the left glute, and that'll draw open your left front body. Oh, I'm getting them wrong this morning. That's one of the things I talk about. Bring your hands to heart center. And if you want to take them above your head, then do so. This is just putting them in more balance. So what needs to draw towards center here to help you balance? If you could close your eyes now, do so. But if you can't, look towards a focal point and half close your eyes. And just notice the wobbling going on then. When your eyes don't work with you, notice what happens. So your eyes are very much involved in this. If you try to close one eye, notice what happens. Your right eye open will engage with your right side body in my case, but my left side doesn't know what it's doing. If I do the opposite eye, it becomes a little bit more difficult again. So open both eyes and use them as part of that balancing process. All the rights and lefts working together. Bring your hands down. Have a roll down when you're ready. Gently, hands on thighs, roll down to the floor. Have a little hang out for a second or two across the upper back body. And then sink the bottom, come down to the floor for a cool down. So here the choice is either fish, modified fish with your bricks. I'm going to use my bolster for the same thing, which is quite nice. So you either use your two bricks, one behind your head and one behind your back, or you can come into Sympathetic Nervous System with your feet together on the floor, and maybe your hands on your tummy, or you can just take Shavasana if you'd rather be just in Shavasana. So we're just going to cool down in this position. I'm not going to take any rolls, but once you've done this, you may want to do a few rolls before you move and come up. So find whichever is your chosen position today. Oh, I need something under my head at the moment. I'm not quite open enough. So find the breath again. Inhale, exhale to your count of 4. Allowing the muscles to let go and release. To find that center balance point again between activity and sluggishness. Notice the energy in the right side of your body. Notice how your right foot feels. Your right hand. Does it feel balanced? Or does it still feel a bit zingy? Or does it feel dull? And then take the same experiment to look at your left side and see what's happening there. Rather than me cueing you, just notice where the balance is and what still doesn't feel quite balanced. In life, everyone knows of yin and yang, or dualism is another way that it's put. We have to have light to have dark. We have to have good to know bad. We have to know hot to know cold. All these opposites that you can think of. If we didn't have the opposite, then we couldn't find the center point. And there would be nothing to work from or through or with. So yin and yang, dualism, our energy, the universe energy, everything has to find that balance. And then it can all live in harmony. That would be the ideal. So choose whether you've got time to stay in your chosen position. You might want to take Shavasana, or you might want to just gently start moving and rolling and wriggling to release anything that needs to do so. We haven't done a lot this morning, but we have used our rights and lefts, so you will feel it. So you might need a right side body stretch, left side body stretch. You might want to twist, move your knees through windscreen wipers. Do whatever you feel you need before you start to move up. I know we're all running on with the day, but balance this part of the day first before you move on to the next part. Take your time moving up. Come back up to the top just when you're ready. Before we finish, quickly just look at your Ida and Pingala nadis, your right and left channels coming in through your right and left nostril. Do they feel a little bit more balanced? My right side has now decided to open too, so maybe we've worked with whichever one you needed to let the flow of energy come in through. Hopefully we all feel now a little bit more balanced and ready for the week ahead. Thank you for your practice, as always. Thank you for being with me this Monday. See you tomorrow, and namaste.